Okay, so I hope everybody can see that, alright? The message that I pinned there, I hope it should be at the top of chat now. I just want to make sure we have that before going on any further here. Alrighty. I really appreciate everyone being so understanding because I know you all want to see me succeed at some of these games, and I do too. I really do. But with Ribi there at the end, oh my goodness. That's just too much shenaniganry. It's way too much unfairness, in my opinion. Okay. And that's pretty much what happened. We hit a very, difficult spike. And if it weren't for my Shimobi, we wouldn't have made it through. And that's kind of unfortunate, and I feel like they made the last area a little bit too difficult for not a very good reason, in my opinion. I feel like to sort of keep it with that kind of skill challenge at the end. I mean, sure, it's the end, but it's also I'm on casual mode. I'm not on Armageddon mode, you know? Anyway. That's just my opinion. So, as you know from when I tried to do this fight, things get very bullet helly. Yeah, I know. It's kind of the way it is. I mean, because they expect you to be able to do your stuff at that point in the game, and that's fair. It just kind of makes me sad. Because I did really well for me. For my skill level, I feel like I did really well up until chapter 6 and everything, and then it just then it was a big oof. And I really did try. I must have tried 25 times to beat the end boss, and I just couldn't manage to do it. It really does suck, especially because I have muscle delay on top of muscle tremors and stuff. It makes precise platforming difficult. So the first thing I want to say is Shimobi used mostly the carrot gun. Shimobi had to use mostly the carrot gun, and obviously the oh my goodness, this hacking person, I don't feel so bad. This hacking person died right at the start. Ouch. Yeah. That's brutal. So anyway, Shimobi had to use the carrot gun and also the carrot heal function to even get through most of the boss. Plus a couple of the badge things, like the 7-7 badge, or 777 badge, that makes it so that you might do 7,777 some damage at random, basically. Oh my goodness, thank you for becoming so awesome. I don't feel bad that I don't as bad now because watching this person try to beat it, I don't feel so bad now because they're getting wasted. Yeah, like this is not supposed to be very difficult. Like I don't even think this is on like the hugely difficult setting. Let me see. Yeah, it is on casual. So I think in order to see like badges or something, so they have a lot more badges than me. They have more badges than me, and I think you might be right. I think they might have the badge where they take more damage, but they do more damage. Because if so, that would explain why they're hacking, like, dying and getting oofed with one little blast thingy. But yeah. So they are on casual mode. Yep, I did. I had the carrot and poison one, and that pretty much saved my butt, and it saved Shimobe's butt. Pretty much. They have a lot of other badges I did not have though. Yes. So I had like the lucky 7 badge or the 7 badge, whatever they call that one. That's one I had too. Okay, so we're gonna move forward to look at the battle. And so basically, Shimobe had to use predominantly the carrot gun power, a little bit of the some of the healing magics every once in a while. Welcome. We are just watching a Rabi video on the final boss. Since I was not able to beat it myself, we are gonna take a look at it, just so you all can see what the final boss was like. Because I had to have my helpers help me beat it. But yeah, so they pretty much only use the carrot bomb, and only a couple of times did they actually use like the magical healing blast and things. Basically. Because you were able to take a hit without dying there? Yeah, pretty much. Because when I played this, that didn't outright kill me. And that's because I had a lot more of the defense badges. And a lot more of the badges that help you, like, reduce the damage you take. And I also had max HP upgrades and max MP upgrades and things like that. So this fight was very difficult, and so I couldn't personally beat it, but we're taking a look at the final fight anyway, because I did have to have help off screen beating this, but for the sake of completeness, I wanted us to take a look at it just to show you. And now they also have the auto carrot, which is the little green healing carrot that drops whenever you take damage. And so as you can see here, they had trouble there realizing, wait, I can't really damage them a lot when they're just hanging out in the background. So even there you're having to see that this player is having to figure out, oh crap, like I can't damage them in the way I'm used to being able to because they're hanging out in part of the background that's not really reachable by most of the towers and stuff. That's exactly what I had. I'm gonna tell you right now, Pancakey, I had a lot of the defensive stuff on. Yeah, so the red tower can be pretty good, but you have to aim it right, and it can be a little bit difficult to aim. And now they're using the carrot gun, which, as I've said, is mostly what Shimobe use. They mostly use the carrot gun. And now they've switched to the healing gun, which is also what Shimobe used a little bit when they could get away with it. Basically, to try to heal up and not rely so much on the healing items, which the area before the boss kind of eats up your healing items if you're not careful. The carrot gun is powerful when she's on the floor, yep, because it drops extra carrot bombs. I don't know if you all got to see that, but it drops extra bombs. So if you are able to use it on her when she's on the same level as you, it has the possibility of like doing more damage because of those bombs that it also drops. I'm sorry to hear that, Friendo. Just remember that people like that don't know who you really are, and they're not really capable of like loving people the way they need to be loved. So just remember, Vesper, any of that stuff is not about you, it says more about them. Remember, it's more about them, not about you. They're just not capable of doing Ribi, and they're not able to adjust or like accept that that's present in their family, and it's sad. But like, just try not to dwell on it. I know it's hard. Family sucks. It's okay. You'll be okay. Just do what you need to do to make it through. So yeah, they're using a lot of the healing gun, which the Shimobe didn't really use it that much. But it seems like a pretty good strategy, along with the auto carrot, because then even when they're taking damage, they're gonna still be able to do damage. And so they pretty much tried to wail on her as long as they could while she was on the ground, like ugh. Because that's the most frames that she has, like, down on the ground. So this part was kind of difficult for both me and Shimobe, trying to like dodge all this. Hi, Nero! Yes, so we are actually watching someone play through the final boss, because I wasn't able to beat it on my own after like 25 tries. So I just said heck with it, and so the Shimobe had to help. So we're just watching this for the sake of completeness, and so that I can kind of talk about things, because I wasn't able to beat it on my own, and yeah, that's the other thing too. This boss, Irisu, has an insane amount of health, and that also doesn't help. Because basically you have to keep wailing on her, and you have to try to outlast and hope that you can do enough damage to her before you're having to use like healing items and and all that other stuff. And then she does those hacking blast moves that are just, they're horrible. Because they can be really hard to resist and like get out of the way in time. 24k is only a quarter, so that's 100k HP pretty much. Beating the aquatic boss without the water or a item. Yeah, I mean, I did some pretty amazing stuff. Just, I didn't beat the final boss, but for me, I did pretty amazing for me. I'm really proud that I'm really proud that I beat that other boss gauntlet right before this. Because there was a whole boss gauntlet before this, and I beat it. And even though it wasn't for this game, I beat the Devil Gates in Okami, which I'm still really proud of. I beat both of them on my own. Yes, I had to use items, but you know, for those Devil Gates in Okami, they pretty much say that you have to use some of that to make it through. But yeah, this part right here, I think this is about close to where I was able to get Irisu down to when I tried to do this. I think this is about where I got the boss down to, somewhere around here. And this is like routinely where I would get her to, and then I would hacking die. So, I mean, I got pretty far. And she disappeared, also kind of, well, yeah, I mean, she's the final boss, so they don't really have to make it fair in that regard. But like, and you would have done the middle one, but the Shinobi's did that one on the slide pretty much. They're never fair, and let's be real, I know they're not supposed to be fair. I think I made it through this part. Because I remember these hacking lasers and trying to dodge them and stuff. Yeah, I did really well in Okami overall with like the battle stuff. So anyway, as you probably all can see, this final boss is not very easy, and there's a surprise coming up with this boss, which I'm not gonna spoil until we get there. But yeah, this boss was very frustrating. I mean, again, she's technically the end game boss, but it's there are just some things where it's like there's fair and then there's ridiculous, and I felt like there were some parts of this that were a little bit out of control. Welcome. I am watching somebody else's playthrough of the end boss because I myself was not able to beat it, but I got pretty far in the game nonetheless. So we are just watching this out of completeness, and then we'll watch a little bit of pre-recorded content that I did after the boss. It's about as intense, I hear, Lucid is in Maple Story. Oh my goodness. I mean, I understand that with this being a final boss, they can't just like hand it to you, but also, this was around, I think, this was around where I kept dying. All I know is I got pretty far. Like, I got this part where she has all those little doubles and stuff, I got to this part. And then I just kept dying, and I couldn't get past it even after like 25 tries. So that's why we're just kind of watching someone else get through this. Yeah, I think it was Noah that was technically supposed to be kind of the end boss, but then, you know, I guess it makes more sense to have to find Irisu because we've been going on about her for the whole game. With that first end credit, then it was like, it's not the end, or is it? Welcome, welcome! Oh my goodness, another start screen? Doesn't like some Neptunia games, isn't that what's happening? Where it's like, you beat it and then it's like, there's a start screen and you're just like, the heck, bro? Yeah, the Irisu theme was very good. Oh heck. Okay, I think this was the part that I died at. Okay. So I got further than I thought. I got really far then. Oh yeah, now I remember this hacking part. Okay, so I got way further than I thought. Yep, it changes because of the debuff. Like when you get debuffed, it like slows way down. So, I mean, all things considered, I did pretty well. I mean, it wasn't good enough to, you know, finish the thing. But it's kind of like when you're in a contest. People want to crap on second place, you know, but that's still pretty good. Even third place is still pretty good. Oh yeah, I remember this. So I at least got to this nonsense. This is pretty much just stay the heck out of the way, which, you know, sometimes I'm not very good at, mostly because of my slow reaction time. That's not really my fault, it's how my brain and my body are wired that doesn't always help me. Use the carrot gun, bro! Use the carrot gun! No, they're probably gonna keep it on the healing one to make sure they keep healing through this, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's given them enough to make it through it and make up for some of the damage that they're taking. Oh no, I hate those things where it's like boom and it explodes, and then there's heckin' lasers. I hate it. The way she's just laying there too, like, I can't handle it. I'm so depressed. Drives me nuts. So yeah, this part, I think this was a little bit further than I got. So I think mostly the Shimobe kept the carry gun for this part when they did it. Yes, carry gun, let's go. Oh, wait, yellow laser. I guess that works too. Heckin' laser beam! Eat my laser! Beam! no. What? No, no, no. Alright, that's right. That's what I was gonna tell you. There's a second wave to this boss. That's what I was gonna tell you. So this boss has a second wave. And so pretty much for this one, you just have to stay alive. Yeah. There's a second phase. And so when I saw that with the Shimobe, I was like, are you heckin' kidding me? There's a second phase, really? You heckin' kidding me? There is, but look. Irisu takes damage automatically. Look. So, in this one, you basically just have to outlast them. Which I guess is okay, but it was kind of like, dude, I just want this to be over. Just take the damage. Take the damage and be done, okay? Oh man, get off my lawn, you kids! Back in my day, we didn't have the interwebs. We didn't have no Twitch. Get off my lawn. I'm older than you though. I fought in the war 3 times! And every time they sent me home because I was too old and in a wheelchair, they said go home. I walked 40 miles in the snow to get to the library and read a book because Kindle wasn't a thing yet. So anyway, you pretty much just have to outlast them. And that's the main thing, really. Okay, so at this point, this is where we're actually gonna watch the pre-recorded stuff that I did after this part in the game. Okay, so this is what happens after the fight. Let's see where they go from here. And I don't want to hear. I am sorry. After all this. I mean, they really made it difficult. And that's honestly, I'm not going to accept an apology. If it were possible to go back in time, I would definitely. Irisu. Miss Irisu. Why are we so concerned with her? We just had to, like, fight her and it was miserable. I can't hear anything. Stop calling out to me. If you can't hear anything, how do you know you're even being called out to? That makes no sense. Miss Irisu, time to wake up. Bro! What the fluff? Bro! Excuse me, is this Wonderland fluff? What the fluff? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, game? Are you gonna say this whole heckin' thing was a dream? Heck, I knew it. What? This is... Heh, I caught you. You can't run away this time, Miss Irisu. Irina? Oh my goodness, I am so hecking mad. This better not be just like... I don't like this. I'm not a fan of where this is going. After all that. Really? We're together again. This must be fate. Why? Didn't I say to ignore me? Didn't Miss Irisu want us to be together? That won't happen if Miss Irisu keeps running away. If you keep doing that, when will it end? Isn't this why you asked me to meet you? What the heck? This is so dumb. I'm very sorry. My courage kept failing me at the last moment. It's alright. If Miss Irisu stops running away, Irina will be really happy. Everyone will be happy together. I understand. I don't care. You just put us through a bunch of bullet hell for this. I won't run away anymore. Irina? She fell asleep. Are we having, like, potentially lewd stuff again? Are we having potentially lewd stuff? Because if we are, you know what we gotta do, right? Slap this back up there. In case. Because we're in the bed again. That's fine. Okay. It's a dark screen, ... I told you before, says Irisu. You'll catch a cold sleeping out here, ... Still, your words have given me courage. Thank you, Irina. Okay, so is there like no heckin' lewd or what? What is going... Okay, no, we're just back at town. Okay, whatever. False alarm. Whatever the heck, game. Who the heck cares at this point? I am beyond caring at this point, hacking game. Okay, so we have Rumi. We have Coco who says, Rumi, I made lunch for you, nah. Thank you for taking care of me, nah. And okay. Alright, whatever. Thank you, Coco. So you're finally making things other than bombs. It's only because you've been too busy to cook. I have some basic survival skills too, nah. Oh, it might taste a bit strange, nah. I hope you don't mind, nah. Not at all, Coco. It's delicious, says Kodri. Really? I'm happy to hear that, says Rumi. Meals made by Coco are hard to come by. Okay, nah. Kodri says, Rumi, how are they doing now? It's fine now. They're sleeping it off. Alright. That's a relief. I still don't understand what any of that crap was about that we just went through. Hey, Rumi, says Ashure, they look fine now, don't they? A girl's romance really is a fickle thing. Look at what happened with this one. I hope they get along. Wait. So was this whole thing some kind of lesbian romance? I don't have a problem with no lesbians. But, like, come on. I don't even really feel like we had any resolution. I just feel like we were jerk the fluff around the whole time. Rita says, so Rumi, when did you give up on Irina? Look at your little sister and now Irisu. Both of them flipped the world upside down, partly because of Irina. I'm starting to think of Irina as a dangerous girl. Okay, thanks. That's not funny. If I let Irina meet more people like you, she'll start becoming naughty. What? Game. Dude, you make no sense, game. What the heck? So you're going to monopolize her now. So, as Irina's master, how do you feel about the two of them getting together? I don't really know if it's gonna work out. I mean, we pretty much fought each other to the death. In this hacking game, it's just weird. I don't feel like we resolved anything. Oh my god. Okay. Getting together, Irina just respects Irisu. They've known each other for a while, huh? Is that also why they're sharing the same bed and stuff? Because they just respect each other? See? Uncertainty. Your master's status is in jeopardy, says Ashuri. So you do feel jealous after all. Oh, come on. Stop teasing me. You should hurry to CC. Don't you have that thing the two of you do every month? I'm not even gonna ask questions. Ashuri, alright, I'm heading off. Please say hi to Irina and the others for us. Oh my... Okay, confusing. Why is everyone ignoring me again? Wait, I thought I was cured? What? Game. Coco says, haha, good luck being a good master, Rumi. Since you might not have time to cook tonight, let Coco help. Yeah. I'll be your food taster, says Kodri. Coco says, you just want to steal scraps, Nya. Let me remind you, I'm poor, Nya. Rumi says, okay, I'll leave it to you. See you later, then. This is a whole heckin' bunch of nonsense. They're sleeping together. Look, they're sleeping together and there's a bunch of people in the room watching them sleep. What the heck is going on, game? What the heck is going on? Pandora says, oh, Rumi's back. Never mind. The two of them are sleeping in the same bed and y'all are just standing there. Rumi, Irina's fever is gone. She's fine now. Are we gonna hack and say she's like lovesick or something? This is ridiculous. Thank you. Leave the rest to me, says Rumi. You can go home if you have other things to do. Pandora, are you sure? You'll be caring for 4. Don't worry, it's my responsibility too. Looks like I don't understand my friends at all. Tee. Miriam says, don't blame yourself. No one's to blame. Shh. No one cares. Holy heck. CCNE, what the heck? So, that's it. Irina is really popular. Looks like I have many opponents. I don't care. I have an idea. Let's host an arena challenge. The winner can be with Irina for a whole week. So, this is a competition now? Okay, game. I like that idea. Count me in, says Pandora. No. Now's not the time for that. Why is Cicely here anyway? Thank you for becoming a blossom. Why are any of you in the room? So there you are, Master, says Cyril. What are you doing? Everyone's waiting. Cicely, wait, I'm just curious about this situation everybody's been talking about. Cyril says, you're really refusing to grow up. I'll teach you a lesson later. Okay. I guess she's getting carted off. They're almost like mother and daughter. I thought they were childhood friends. Again, I don't know what to say. Pandora says, haha, I feel like the latest string of events has breathed life back into Rabi. Uh-huh. But for a full recovery, I think we need more bunnies. Do you think Arena would be a good mother? Oh my goodness! What the heck, game? What the heck? Are we in a heckin' breeding arc? No? Is that what we're talking about? Breeding Arena so she makes more bunnies? Cause, right, that's the only way that's gonna happen, right? Is breeding? Game!
What the fuck, say?
Lewd. Yeah. Really, game? Hacking breeding. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Pandora, what are you talking about? Breeding, that's what they're talking about. Making the baby bunnies. Haha, just kidding. It's late, we're off then. Yeah, sure. Miriam says, hey, I'll go back to my shop too. Pandora's joke was just a little out there though. I don't think she was joking. Okay, see you tomorrow, says Rumi. Heckin' weird game. Heckin' lewd game, okay. Miru, you can stop being a tree now. Wait, is she acting like, Fluttershy who just wants to be a tree? Okay, Miru, what are they even doing here anyway? Miru doesn't talk after all. Rumi, you don't have to be a tree though. They wouldn't know how to react. Why? Miru says, that's good. Sis, why can't that girl sleep with Arena? Okay, because they're in some sort of relationship now. Because they beat the snacks out of each other and now they're in love. Or something. It's just temporary. Sleep with me for now? Game! My goodness, just... You know, I have no problem with lesbians or anything like that. I think it's sweet, but like, game. But Irina's better. Oof, bro. That's so rude. Oh. Oh my god. Boo-hoo! Irina, how can I make my sister like me? Oh my goodness, we're hecking pouting now. She doesn't want to sleep with me. I want her to sleep with me and she doesn't want to, and I'm gonna be upset about it now. Okay, whatever. Whatever, this game's heckin' weird. Weirdness. Okay, where are we going from here? Here comes Ribbon. So people have forgotten about Ribbon, darn. Oh, you're up, Ribbon. Are you still tired? I haven't thanked you properly yet, says Rumi. Ribbon helped us a great deal. Ribbon says there's really no need. Ribbon was just joking about being forgotten. With freedom and a master, Ribbon is content. And why is Irisu sleeping with Master? Because the game wants them to sleep together. Don't you remember, Ribbon? You told us he fell asleep in the forest. And then we brought him back here and we put them in the same bed together because That's what we need to do. We need to ship them together and then ship them off and stuff. Of course, Ribbon knows that, but Irisu seems to be afraid of Irina. She's bound to have some sort of kind of reaction. Rumi says that's the moment I'm waiting for. We'll just have to wait and see. But why? Because we need to get rid of her rabbit phobia? Her reaction will be awesome. After seeing what just happened in the forest, I just know this will be interesting. You people are heckin' weird, aren't you? You just want to see their reaction. Oh my goodness. We got another pout. Haha, Miru is jealous. The heck, game. Miru, Ribbon, have you ever seen Irisu take off her headdress? Don't touch her when she's in bed. Please leave her alone. No, not interested. Neither has Ribbon. We never see Irisu for long. Should we take it off her then? Do you want to wear it? Says Miru. Why are we discussing this? She's asleep. Leave her alone. No, it just looks uncomfortable to sleep in. Great, you won't fight me for it then. Let me try it on. Dude! What? What is this? What? This is so weird. You really are sisters. You even think the same. What the heck, really? Dude, are we just gonna... We're like literally gonna take off the stuff while she's sleeping? Weird. It's not coming off. Dude! What? What? And that's the end. What the heck? That was the weirdest hacking ending ever! What is this? Okay. Alright. Localization done by Dump? Okay. Weird. I sit by what I said. That ending was hacking weird. Okay. But I'm happy we're here. Yes, I did have to have help for the final couple of areas. But I'm happy to see the end. Of course, we get to relive all these weird moments. Well, whatever, it's fine. Thank goodness we reached the end of the main game, and then of course we'll have to see what happens from here. Speed up, yeah! I wonder if when we play as Coco, I wonder if we have like more ability to stick to walls and climb things because we're a cat versus the bunny. I don't know. I don't know. That's probably helping for too much, but like whatever. Yay, the thing, the little art piece. Whoa! The end, kind of. Okay, we're gonna have like. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, so we unlocked speedrun mode, and there's a couple other badges. Badges or something? What did we unlock? The heck? What are those? My badges! Alright, let's get them. Okay, arena badge, equip it in the badge menu. Uh-huh. Okay. And ribbon badge, equip it in the menu. Nice, so nice. So I wonder what they do. Let's check them out. Oh my goodness! Look at how many points they cost. Well, let's see what they do. Okay, damage taken is minus 10% on the arena badge, plus 20% hold to extend combo hammer. Okay, so that it helps do more hammer damage. And then MP usage minus 15 after releasing charge shot for repeated shots. Okay, this is really gonna help a lot for like new game plus. So we will definitely be equipping that, but we're gonna need some more like badge points and stuff like that. Or we're gonna need to unequip some ones. Okay, so that's cool. We got those. Okay. So I wonder, what does this do? Everyone's welcoming Miru back with presents. But Miru likes Arena's gifts more. If Arena can give Miru 25,000 N, Miru will be really happy. We're gonna skip that for now. Oh, is that asking too much? No, I just don't want to do more in this game without, I don't know, figuring out what's next. What happens if we leave? What happens if we, like, leave? What does this do? There may be still collectibles and unexplored areas out there. Also, all boss encounters have been reset, so you can try for perfect battle. Okay. And I don't think we're gonna try to go for 100, because it was amazing to just try to get this far.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what
that does that. Okay, so we just got a whole heck of a lot of quests. So if we do mess around and play as Coco-chan, this is where we'll probably like pick it up or do a thing. that was fun, huh? That was kind of weird and wonderful and exactly what to expect out of Rabi, wasn't it? That game, bro. I don't know what to make of that game. Drives me nuts. Okay, let's see here. Game. Properties. Alright, so thank you. So here's the situation. So we are in technically New Game Plus. So look, we have speedrun mode unlocked. So I'm not sure if I need to make a new game for that speedrun to like do a thing. Or anything like that. Maybe like maybe just do like an empty. Okay, that's weird. It won't let me choose to put a speedrun here. But that's the only way we're gonna get to play Coco though. Coco is a speedrun only character, which kind of sucks. That would be the only reason I would even experiment with it, is because you get to play as Coco, but you have to be a speedrunner to do that. Yep, she's a speedrun only. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Well, back to that. I know, it sucks. I was looking forward to playing as Coco. But it's like, no. No, you're not gonna get to play it if you're like, not gonna hacking speedrun. That is so stupid. Anyway. So it makes me wonder what this new hacking game is. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It looks like... Alright, let's load this. And let's go back to town. We can tell if it's the new one. Look, we have a new to-do list. So it's still gonna count it as finished. We still have the badges. Look, see? See, look. It's okay. We still have badges. We have arena badge and we have ribbon badge. We still got them. We just need more badge points. Could go on a badge hunt. Yeah. For like the ones that increase badge points. I can do that. I would need to look up where any of that stuff is though, because I haven't like bothered to really look that up. Now comes the treasure hunt. Maybe we'll do some treasure hunting. I'm not making any promises that it's going to be the whole thing. Okay, I'm trying to look up a badge guide. Do not get the lewd badge. All anime games have a lewd. No lewd! No lewd mode! No! No! Alright, I'm trying to look up something about like the badge points. Okay, this is not helping me find out where all those other things are that I would need to get to increase. Okay, that's not hacking helpful. Also, quit crowding me! Quit crowding me! I sit still for a minute and I've got the whole fan club. Sakura, Sakura, Sakura. I love you too, but can you give me some breathing room, please? There's too many cute girls and too much perfume. I can't breathe. Okay. Alright. My research has not been helpful so far about how I'm supposed to get more badges and whatever. I'm gonna have to research that more and figure it out. There's supposedly other items, just like the health and the mana things that you can grab that are like hidden and that will increase your badge point pool. I was trying to look up guide for that, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't know what that is. So, for right now, at least the main story is done, and as you can see, we have some new quests to do, and basically the ability to do some of the bosses and things. Over again. So we have things to do. Find that girl in Rabi Park. So there's that. There's talk to Irisu. And then there's like other where the bosses have respawned basically. Some sort of special boss or like a boss refresh basically. So that's interesting. So either way, we could talk to Irisu and see what happens. I'm not really sure what I want to do. There's part of me that wants to talk to her and see what happens. Just to see what happens, but yeah, we're probably gonna get into a lot of New Game Plus stuff, but I feel happy now that we can just kind of mark this as mostly finished for now. I mean, yeah, there will always be more to do. Hello, ladies. There will always be more to do, but I feel good that we at least got like this far. Let's just see what Irisu has to say. Good morning, Irisu. Morning, Arena. Are you feeling better now? Yes, thanks to everyone's care, I'm much better. Master is even planning a picnic for us in a couple of days. That sounds wonderful. But let's fight first. Will Miss Irisu be joining us? A picnic? It's been a while since we picnicked together. Have we? Together? Great, now we're the ones still with memory issues? Was it? Why do I remember? Where was it? The ravine? Oh, heck no. Why would you picnic in the ravine? What the heck? Why would you do? Miss Irisu? Don't mind me. The library's effects must still be lingering. What are you saying, Irisu? My mom would be offended. Are you saying the library got to you, sis? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying that the fumes of old books and four very small closed-in walls finally got to you, Miss Irisu? Is that what you're saying? My mama would be very, very offended. Alright then. Oh no. Oh no. Huffing paint. Heck. Or let me guess. Eating hacking drywall. Hacking flippers. Don't eat drywall. This has been a fluffin' public service announcement. Do not eat drywall. Do not huff paint or anything else like that. Thank you. Alright. Let's see where this goes from here. Count me in, and thanks for inviting me. Can we pay? No. No. No, you cannot. No, the princess says no. Do not eat non-food items, please. There are plenty of good foods out there, come on. Lingering effects. Miss Irisu mentioned the ravine, didn't she? I've heard Ribi talk about it too, and when she does, she also had that confused expression on her face too. Oh great. Ribbon thinks something's going on. We should check out the ravine again. Maybe we might discover something new. Oh boy. Dude, I might regret this. If I remember correctly, the ravine is kind of not my favorite place to be. Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, well, let's see what we can do, I guess. Okay. I like the music, though. I'm a little bit concerned about my ability to find my way around, though. If we all knew how much non-food was in a regular food, we would probably not eat much at all. Thanks, FDA. That's true, too. What are we eating? Oh yeah, I love that dude. I love that dude so much. He is such an amazing person. He's also in a wheelchair, I think. He's amazing. Not just because of that, but because he tells people, hey, listen. He's like, I know you want to eat cheap food, but here's the thing. You can eat on a budget and still eat healthy, right? And I think that's really important. Because there are a lot of people who think like, oh, if I'm gonna eat cheaply, I have to like put up with putting all this crap into my body, and that's just not how, like, it doesn't have to be that way. Okay, oh wait. Oh no, it might not have been a good idea to try to get up this way. Okay, I guess we'll see. You... I'm trying to see what's... Okay. That's what's up here. Alright. Oh my goodness. Thank you for becoming a blossom. You rock. Dude, I kind of don't want to like fall down there. That's going to be really like... annoying. Okay, can we... Okay, this is gonna... I'm not sure we want to go over there either. Right now, because that's gonna take us, like, over. Yeah. Oh, heckin' laser fluers! No! Okay. Dude, that would have been like the perfect place to hide something! Okay. I guess it doesn't open? I guess we gotta go down. Yay! Oh, not too much of a yay. No, but we ended up like in a place that we've been before. Okay. Okay. Well, that's kind of... Oh no. That's kind of not helpful. No. Time for another Shimobi jump? Probably. Someone go ahead and redeem that so I can summon them. Alright, so it's time to summon them. Shimobi! I need some help, please. Hacking jumps of doom. Boys, get in here! It's game time. What? I hear him. Come on in. Yeah. Good boys. Okay, looks like we have a double jump problem. So, you're gonna have to help. Again. Have fun, boys. But gee, leave it to me to pick like the most difficult thing to do right off the bat. Get it! Yes! Okay, kill the flower and then blow up the thing that's blocking it, because that's gonna be like a cool zone in there, I think. Oh wait, no, it's not blowing up. I wonder if we need like a stronger version of those bombs or something. Well, that stinks. Huh. Okay. I might need to look that up. Like if there's a way stronger like carrot thing we need or something. Because those look like they should be breakable, but it doesn't look like they're gonna let you break it right now. With what I have anyway. Alright, let's just go over that way. Ow! Shimobi, watch the spikes. could be a problem. We also can't get through that either. Oh, wait, you made it. You managed it. Okay. So they are breakable. So, maybe some kind of hammer attack on them? That's a little bit annoying. Okay. Too bad Ribbon can't just like go pew 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 and like break it for you. That'd be cool if she could do that. But okay, I might have to look up how you break that. Huh. Okay. Well, let's just go over to the part of the map we can get through and see what's over there. Okay. This is... Oh no! Wind physics! No! Oh no! Uh-oh. Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Okay. Well, maybe this was a bad challenge to pick first thing. This was probably like... Maybe I should have just gone for those easier ones instead of talking to Irisu. I should have known this was gonna go badly. Oh, nothing associated with her is easy. Carrot rocket launcher, I wish. Huh. Okay, this is... I probably picked not a good quest to start out with. Alright. And I don't think those are breakable for what we have right now either. That's... Okay. That's no bueno. Huh, okay. We might want to... I might want to do like a different quest or something at this point, because that's probably not a good one to pick to start with. So... Alright, I think what I'm gonna do is get myself back to a teleport. And try to do something else for now, because that one is gonna need me to look it up, and I think we might be very much underpowered for that particular quest, or that particular thing. So we'll have to just do something else. There is something that I can reach over in the brown zone of the map, so I might at least want to maybe go check that out, but I'm gonna at least get myself back to town, and then we'll decide what to do from there. Huh. Okay, we haven't talked to them in a while. People say it doesn't feel like a forest. I find it quite nice. Don't you agree? Yeah, the music is awesome here. Alright. So I think we're just gonna go back to town for now and save. Like, could do low impact things, like maybe see how to build an idea view in Pathfinder 2E? Sure. I mean, we could take a little bit of a look at that, maybe. Just let me save. We'll just make a new save, just so we don't accidentally save over a bunch of stuff. Well, that was very interesting. I'm glad we at least got to cover the end bit of the game. And yeah, it's pretty much gonna get harder from here. We got the fan club around us again, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to do more research if we end up doing more of this game. Because now that we're done with the main story, now we have a bunch of extra bosses. As you can see by looking at some of the things that we have left to achieve, it looks like we have a bunch of things left to do. So I'm sure we will be filling a lot of that in. Also got a somewhat nice area with Sakura Grove and forest area in Minecraft. Cool. Yeah, I know we were looking at some of that stuff when I fell asleep last night. So we're gonna go ahead and exit out the game. Exit the game, yes. And then we'll figure out what else we're gonna do. The periodic table of Rabi. Yes. So I suggest working on Pathfinder stuff on stream. So we might